It's so easy to see that you're in love with me. Carve your name next to mine on that big oak tree. It's how you want it to be. You bring me things from the store and put it at my front door. I've lost count of the times this have happened before. Not that I'm keeping score, 'cause I do the same for you, just like I'm supposed to do. I'm yours, you're mine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. That's fine. Sunday breakfast in bed, strawberry jam on some bread. And if you feel like doing anything today, then go ahead. I just lay here instead, 'cause I do the same for you, just like I'm supposed to do. I'm yours, you're mine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. That's fine.
안녕하세요 여러분, 오늘은 비프 웰링턴을 만들었어요. 처음 만들어 봤는데 너무 기대돼요. 여러 가지 소스랑 구운 야채들 그리고 피클이랑 단무지도 준비했어요. 맛있게 먹겠습니다. 그만큼 자를게요. 네 여러분, 이렇게 해서 오늘은 비프 웰링턴 먹어봤는데요. 시간은 좀 걸려도 집에서 꼭 만들어보세요. 그럼 오늘도 너무 맛있게 잘 먹었습니다. 안녕.